You're watching SLU-TV, Channel 22. Now, Brent Carney, Courtney Brown, Health Reporter John Castelli, Chief Meteorologist Nicole Creighton, and Sports Director Clayton Buren. This is SLU News 22.
Welcome back to SLU-TV, to SLU News 22. I'm Brent Carney.
And I'm Courtney Brown. Tonight, we'll look back on the past and ahead to the future as we remember last month's arena groundbreaking and get to know the freshman class.
But first, tonight's top story. Every summer, plenty of changes occur around campus, many of which we probably don't realize. This year, one change has taken place that would be pretty hard to miss. SLU broke ground on the new arena a month ago today, but the hype surrounding the project remains strong around the athletic department. Athletic Director Cheryl Levick and basketball coaches Brad Soderberg and Shimmy Gray-Miller hope that their enthusiasm will rub off on current Billikens fans as well as those that come in the future.
From a campus spirit standpoint, though, we will have 100 events a year for the students to come. You'll have concerts, you'll have invocation, convocation, graduation will be there, in addition to all the basketball games. So it really will be a hub of student activity.
The reality is that, it makes a big impression, and I hope that this building will impress the best players in the country to really consider St. Louis University as a place that they can continue their education.
Just the excitement. I mean, you see the excitement that's surrounding us now, and all we did is just do some, ceremony, breaking of the ground. I mean, can you imagine what's really going to happen when you're walking through those doors and you're cheering for your team?
The arena will feature over 10,000 seats, 12 luxury seats, and a bar for those fans that are a little more social. The arena committee is yet to announce when the arena will open, but you can expect play to begin probably for the 08 or 09 season.
Among fans streaming into the new arena will be SLU's new freshman class. They're big, they're wealthy, and there's 2 girls for every guy. One of the rites of passage for college students is acquiring a Facebook account, but recent changes to the website have provoked heated discussion on campuses across the country. Started by 3 sophomores at Harvard back in February of 2004, Facebook.com, an online directory, quickly became a craze for students across the nation. But the new features and expansion of the popular website has created much controversy. Last Tuesday, September 26th, Facebook opened its membership, now allowing anyone with an email account to register. Before this change, registration required either a college email address or an invitation from a high school network. This expansion has sparked much debate amongst current students. Students are complaining that Facebook is trying to emulate MySpace.com, another popular networking website. Although now both websites are public, Facebook allows users to control who can or cannot see their profile. A few weeks prior to the expansion, Facebook faced even more scrutiny when they added 2 new features without installing the proper privacy settings. The new features, Newsfeed and Minifeed, allow users to see the online history of their friends. Many dislike these additions, and over 200,000 student users signed a petition and boycotted Facebook. To correct this problem, staff quickly made adjustments and gave users more options in their privacy settings. Some lesser-known new additions to the Facebook website include politicians being allowed to campaign for themselves through a Facebook profile and a new game that allows you to learn more about your Facebook friends.
If you weren't around St. Louis this summer, you may not realize that the city was hit with one of its worst weather disasters in its history.
Meteorologist Ashley Colgan has the story on the midsummer storms.
On July 19th, a cluster of thunderstorms struck St. Louis, and then 2 days later, nearly half a dozen tornadoes touched down. The 1-2 punch left more than 600,000 area residents without power. Ameren UE, the local power company, says it was the worst weather-related outage in their history. I asked meteorologist Ben Abel from our own Earth and Atmospheric Department to talk about the cluster of thunderstorms that hit. He commented that he was forecasting at the time, and he noticed that the storms made a right turn, as storms of this magnitude often do, right towards the city. It was a derecho, which is a series of repeating downbursts and microbursts caused by an outflow boundary. Wind speed in the St. Louis area reached between 70 and 80 miles per hour, and 2 tornado tracks were seen across southwest Illinois. Damage was extensive, and St. Louis University buildings did not escape from the wind damage. One trained weather spotter even reported seeing a roof being blown off a house onto a car in Dogtown, an area of St. Louis. The storms from July 19th to July 21st were a very damaging and costly event in St. Louis. This left many people and businesses without power for weeks. These types of clustering thunderstorms is a part of the St. Louis area weather. I hope that we do not see this type of weather again, but it does look like it might happen again. So tonight, it looks like we're still going to stay cool, but for the weekend, we're going to see a warming trend, and we might see some frost tonight. For tonight, we have a low of 41 with partly cloudy skies, and the wind will be out of the west.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, when it comes to understanding university policy regarding drinking, some of you must have been reading through beer goggles. Stick around after our break to see what some of your fellow students have to say about this hazy subject.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. The SLU community has a new art gallery on campus. Our own Caprice Star has a story.
Hi, I'm Kelly Sweeney, anchor for SLU News 22. Over the past 9 months, we've been right here editing and producing our very own SLU News shows, complete with weather, sports, health, and feature stories. Our start has been humble, but it's been exciting. If you're interested in joining the SLU News class, contact Father Gary Siebert at 977-3635 or email him on the address below. Hope to see you next year on SLU News 22. Thank you.
We'll be back after the break with some sports.
Well, we're back here at this year's first edition of SLU News 22.
You know, all summer at SLU News 22, our mailboxes were jam full with fan mail demanding we bring back one person from last year. And because we listened to you, we've brought him back in studio with us right now, our wonderful health reporter, John Castelli. John, how's it going?
Pretty good, Brent. But for a lot of Americans, it's been pretty tough because of the nationwide spinach crisis. The current E. coli outbreak involving spinach hit its peak from August 30th to September 1st. There are now 183 confirmed cases that have been reported, 95 of which included hospitalization. 26 states, including Illinois, are dealing with the problem. It's taken a few weeks, but the FDA is now saying with certainty that the infected spinach was grown in the California counties of Monterey, San Benito, and Santa Clara. Spinach grown in California is packaged all across the country, however. The CDC is advising consumers to be certain of the origin of their spinach before eating it. Other advice includes cooking spinach for 15 seconds at 160 degrees. E. coli infections can cause diarrhea, bloody stools, and sometimes even kidney failure. If you are experiencing any types of these symptoms after eating spinach or salad blends, you should consult your doctor immediately and be tested for E. coli. Well, you might be surprised by a test your doctor wants to order at your next physical. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released new recommendations last week calling for increased HIV screening in an effort to better treat and prevent the spread of the virus. Under the new guidelines, all patients aged 13 to 64 will be tested voluntarily and will not have to sign written consent forms or attend pre-test prevention counseling. More information from the CDC regarding implementation will be issued early next year. And the Institute of Medicine just released a report reviewing the FDA's ability to regulate drugs after their approval. The IOM finds the FDA is lacking the authority it needs and is asking Congress for help. A total of 25 changes are being requested. These include marking new prescriptions after approval and restricting marketing, requiring drug companies to post clinical trial information online, and increasing FDA's funding and staff. And that's Health for this week. Reporting in studio, I'm John Castelli, SLU News 22. Courtney?
Thanks, John. Parents' Weekend is coming up, So stay with us to find out if this week's beautiful weather will stick around for Mom and Dad.
Chief Meteorologist Nicole Credo will tell us with the weekend weather report. Stay tuned.